everything going for you?
I mean, really our only new guy is Nesta. It's been good to have him out here. He probably has the most difficult schedule. It's great to see how he manages baseball and football. He's really coming along. Obviously he's making high school mistakes. That's what he is right now. But it's great to have him in the system. Start learning now. So come season he'll be 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
We see from the guys that were young last year that are in their second year and second off season.
Yeah, I mean Taylor, Sammy, Lewis. All those guys look great, man. They look phenomenal. And you can really see the confidence start building and really understand the defense. Now there's a little bit tweaks here and there that we're trying to understand, figure out. But it's all the same thing. There's only so many ways you can play defense. It's great to see them flying around, making plays, and really coming into their future selves.
Danny, can you come?
Like working with Zach Alley so far?
Oh, it's been amazing. He's a great coach. He really understands and relates to us. He's a different balance from Coach Venables, which is really good. He understands some things, and it's good to go to him because he knows exactly what we're thinking.
How exactly is he different from Brent? Because we watch him, he looks like he has a lot of the same mannerisms as Brent at times.
Yeah, I mean at times there's always that relation. He's a little bit more calmer. So it's like when Coach V's yelling at you and chewing you out and not really giving you an explanation. You can go to Coach Alley and he'll really break it down and complex. He's always he's always behind the why, not so much how. So it's really nice in that sense.
Danny, he's only 30 years old. Do you see that youth in him when he's out there coaching?
Absolutely. He's still figuring everything out, but he's done a phenomenal job. He wants to go out and do reps with us. He's not as light on his feet, but he's really good. Great for the guys.
How physical has it been in the inside run, or I saw you doing one-on-one pass protection drills? How physical have those been?
Yeah, I mean, you got to build the physicality now. Going into the league that we're going into, it's what it takes, it's what required. Start building that toughness. Practice should be hard in the game, so when games come, it's easy. And the offensive side is doing a phenomenal job bringing guys that have that toughness, have that physicality, and that's what we love to see.
And do you talk about that pretty often? Like, hey, SEC's coming, we better get there.
I mean, it gets said a little bit more than I think it needs to. But I think that's what they want to do. They want us to get just fired up, ready to go out there and put on a show.
Thanks, Danny.
Yep.
See from guys like Kip coming along to another spring roll through.
Absolutely. Kip, last year came into that starting role late into the year. Still trying to figure everything out, and now he's really getting that understanding. He's giving a deeper meaning, kind of how I was last year, really building into that role where you're understanding what everyone else is doing, and it's letting him play faster, play more confident, and now he's really getting that size. Kip was a person had a phenomenal instinct, was just a little light, and now he's getting up in his weight. You can really tell when he takes on blocks that size has helped him.
I think you talked about the linebacker depth. What about how many bodies you have in there, the experience you guys have, and I guess it brings out a competitive nature to get reps generally, too.
Oh, 100%. That competitive depth really helps us. Everyone's competing for that job, so it's great to see that. That competition, iron sharpens iron. And so it's good when, Kobe, Jaron, Kip, myself are all going at it for those same reps.
What about the young players, especially on the defensive line? What are you seeing out of those guys? Is everything coming out as fast as expected?
Oh, 100%. David Stowe and Jay Jackson, those are the two legit guys. We came in here, they have really high expectations, and they've done nothing but exceed those expectations, which has been phenomenal. They're making plays off day one.
What did you notice first about David and Jay day one?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they make plays, and they're explosive. They have really good pad level, especially Jaden. They get off the ball quick. David's really good with his hands. He has a really good plethora of moves that he uses. And it works against these veteran linemen. I'm really excited to see how it transitions later on.
How fun is it to have guys like that come in to the program and kind of help you guys out this year? Is it like getting guys like that are that talented coming in?
Absolutely. Having a freshman go come in and compete at this level it's phenomenal, man. It helps the older guys that are in the room. It builds also, like we said, that competitive depth. And that's what it's required to build a great locker room.
You thought about coming out, but you changed your